Guys, this is Paul from Smart Easy DIY. Welcome to episode 16 of building my pole barn house. Today I'm going to be roughing in plumbing in the pole barn house, doing the PEX and also the Schedule 40 for all the drains and the vents and all that. You probably noticed right away that I didn't put a P-trap in for the drain for the washing machine, but I know that I had to do that, but I put it down under the ground. I thought I could get away with that, but I didn't think about the vent being above there, so I ended up having to go back, which I did it later after I shot this footage. But I wanted to show you that I did put a P-trap in there. I also put one under this tub shower here. And also I was going to talk later in the video about roughing in for the concrete for the tub drain like that you need to do, so you don't have to do it the hard way like I did. So just a few things along the way that I wanted to share with you that I learned. This was kind of one of the busiest spots right here with the tub shower and all that stuff. Now over here I'm doing a pressure test right now, and I'm pressure testing it at 70 psi. You can see here I got the hot line and the cold line that are going to be softened water from the softener, and then this over here is separate for like the kitchen sink, the fridge line that I wanted separate, and the outside hydrants I didn't want softened water like for watering stuff and all that. So that's why those are separate. Then I ran them up in the attic up there, the PEX lines, because I didn't put conduit under the concrete, which you can do if you want for running your plumbing. I chose to run it up there. It's kind of the only other option with doing a concrete slab. And I ran it in the trusses so it's as close to the ceiling as possible so it gets heat. And we've gone through 2 winters now and never had any issues. I insulated really well above there, so it kind of holds the heat in there. You can see here I was just pressure testing with my outside line there. There's so much snow outside that I can't run the hydrant outside for now, so I'm just pressure testing it kind of as I go. And here's the vents that tie in for the kitchen going over up in the attic. Here's my son was kind of messing around. He wanted to put some plumbing in the walls like Daddy's doing, so he had me drill some holes and he's running his own version there. Here I wanted to show you that I learned with the tub spout, when you're roughing that in, you have to use either galvanized or copper. That way you're getting a full 1/2 inch. If you just use PEX, it chokes it down too much and it can dribble out of the top if you don't do that. So I chose to go with the galvanized. That was a lot easier for me to work with. That way I didn't have to learn soldering and all that kind of stuff. So that's what I did, and the tub showers were a little tricky just to get the measurements all correct and stuff. You can see I roughed in there for pressure testing for the shower head. So then over here, I did my vanity. That's the drain and the vent for the vanity, and then the hot and cold lines, they just run up there, up in the attic and tie into everything else as well. So then here, I did something a little different. This is an on-demand water heater for the bathroom, the master bathroom. I just wanted it a little bit closer to the bathroom instead of running hot water all the way from the mechanical room. So I chose to mount it in there. We did a little special tub here, and it's covered right now so I can't show you, but it's a little special tub that is jetted, so we are gonna probably spend some time in there, take longer baths and stuff. So I wanted hot water that was close there. You can see here what I did for roughing in there. That part, kind of the same thing. And then over here, I roughed in my toilet line. You can see there, just a cold line for that. And then there, roughed in the shower. Just kind of a quick overview. All right guys, here's one mistake that I made that I wanted to share with you not to do. When you're roughing in the concrete for your bathtub drains, I researched a lot and I couldn't really find what I wanted to know as far as making a box in the floor so you can access it later and get your P-traps in there and stuff like that. So I decided I'm just gonna pour the pipes in solid and then chip it out later. But boy, that is so hard to do. You can see here, this exact box here is a really good one. It's 13 by 13. You can make your own out of 2x4s or 2x6s and just not pour concrete in there, and then you can easily get your stuff hooked up like you need to. See, this is what I ended up having to do, and it is no fun. So you don't want to do this unless you have to. And you might want to wonder, as far as layout, how do you do it so you for sure get the box in where you need it to be? I would say if you can pretty much figure out where the center of your wall is, you could start the box there and then go into where the tub shower is going to be from there, and with your 12 inches or whatever you make the box, and then that should be sufficient. Because believe me, it's really hard to chip it out later. All right, so this is where my other vanity is going to go. Looks like my son was having fun hanging stuff on those lines as well. He works with me all the time out here, and he just enjoys doing stuff like that. So it's all harmless fun. Anyways, so just got the water lines going over there, tying into the other ones. I wanted to give you a quick overview here up in the attic what I did. You can see my lines coming in from the other side of the house there, the bathroom, the master bathroom, the vent pipe coming over. And then it's gonna go up through the roof in a central location here. the ones going down on that end go down to the other bathroom, and then the vanity down on the far end there. So they all get tied in there. The one coming from the kitchen over there, the far one over there. So I just ran everything into one, that way I only have one roof penetration. Then it's gonna go to 3" right there and gonna go up through the roof. And there's so much snow up on the roof right now. When I was doing this, it was about 2 feet of snow. So I'm gonna wait, I just capped it for right now so there's no smell while I'm working in there, and then I'm gonna put it up through the roof there. So you can see there, kind of just running how I ran my PEX lines and other things going up around there. So I really enjoy working with PEX overall. It's fun to work with, and the PVC part isn't bad either. I really enjoyed that. So hopefully this will kind of just give you an overview of what I did to give you some ideas. All right, guys, so yeah, again, like I said, I had to do a P-trap on that line yet, but otherwise this, I think, was the trickiest part of the whole house, just because there's so many different things coming together here. There's a tub shower, there's a washer and dryer, around the corner is a utility sink, and I got the tub drains and everything. There's just a lot going on there, and the tub showers were the trickiest for me, I think, just to make sure that the spacing was correct. You had to get that blocking in there just right for the diverter valve, the right spacing and all that, and then just everything. The tub showers, you have to research, they're a little tricky to do, and you want to make sure that you get everything right. So anyways, and then when I was done, like I said, I pressure tested everything at 70 PSI, and everything worked out great. So, all right, guys, well, I hope you enjoyed this video. Give me a thumbs up if you did. Let me know what your thoughts are on the plumbing. Some of you guys might be experts and have some better ideas than I did. This is just to kind of give you an idea of what I did in my situation with a concrete floor and having a pole barn house. Like I said, with a little bit of planning, you can put your plumbing in conduit or something underneath the concrete floor. I would recommend putting it in conduit if you do. That way you can always remove it if there's a problem and put new pipe in there. Once it's buried in concrete, there's no moving it. So anyways, so I chose, since I am heating it, the floor, I chose to go with the PEX up in the ceiling. So anyways, that worked out well for me. So, all right, guys. Well, I apologize it's been so long since I've done a video on the pole barn house. I'm going to try to do a little bit better on releasing them. I still have some more to do, piece old footage together and stuff like that. It's just been really busy this summer. I'm trying to get a lot of stuff done outside of the house still while it's summertime. All right, guys, we'll catch you in the next video. Thanks for watching.